Hello everyone, and welcome back to round 9 of MRL Racing. We're back in Canada. We've already had 2 amazing races around here, and joining me for Tier 2 racing, as always, Unicorn, how you doing today?
Yeah, Striff, I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to this one. Canada already has provided some brilliant action, and it is just an astonishing racetrack, and it's so action-packed. We've seen plenty of action here between us, and, well, I imagine this race will be no different, so I can't wait to see what the drivers can do around here.
14 turns, 14 very intense turns around this Canadian circuit. Montreal, of course. We are here on the man-made island in, of course, Canada, and this is going to be a very thrilling race. We have quite a few drivers with a lot of good history in Tier 2 here on the grid today. We take a look at the calendar. Of course, Australia, Bahrain, Vietnam, China, the Netherlands, Spain, Monaco, and Baku as recently as last week is where we've been for this season already for 8 rounds. And now it continues today, round 9 into Canada. Then we go through next week France before a short break for Easter. And then we come back with Austria, Britain, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Russia, Japan. We also have the United States, Mexico, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi on the calendar. And of course, big shout out to our partners, Next Level Racing. You can check them out on their website via the link in the chat and the panels below for some awesome sim racing products on their website. Really great quality stuff there. So check them out. Really helping out sim racing. Of course, with sim racing being mentioned, we look at the standings. Tier 2 now. This is what everyone wants to see. Hurricane, Azir, Neon, your top 3 here. Coming into round 9, Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Ferrari in that order for the constructors. And this race, well, we've got a few very fast drivers with some good history around Canada. One of them I'd like to bring our attention to is the current 11th position driver, Kai Bacchini, who I think you can remember, Unicorn, had a very intense comeback drive here in Canada last season. So we'll see if he can make it 2 in a row around the Montreal circuit. But with that being said, I do believe we are just about ready to go racing here around Montreal, and with that, I just want to take a moment to recognize, well, Murray Walker, the absolute legend that really brought Formula 1 to life, who has unfortunately passed on this past weekend, 97 years old, and, well, that man is an absolute legend and an icon in broadcasting, and it's a big loss for motorsport, broadcasting, and the whole world of Formula 1, without a doubt. And so my condolences to the family. And Unicorn, if you have any things to say about the late Murray Walker, well, let's get that in there, because wow, what a man. Unicorn?
Huge influence on F1, you know. I think everyone, however old you are, you know, myself, I think a lot of the other guys here, a bit young, but even now, you go back and watch any clip of F1 from, you know, before we got into it, you know, early 2000s, late 90s, all of that good stuff. You see these iconic clips, and Murray Walker, the energy that man brought to the commentary box, it's something that will live on in those clips forever, and his, you know, legacy will, I don't think, ever be forgotten. And what he's done to this sport has just been absolutely brilliant.
It's a big loss to motor racing and Formula 1, but we are just about now ready to go into Canada here. I do believe all the drivers are in the lobby, and I do believe the ready up message has been sent, so we're just waiting on all these drivers to get things dialed in now, as we are 4:01 on my clock here, 8:01 over on your end, and the clock is now ticking down.
Yeah, indeed, everyone ready and waiting, a full grid of 20 drivers. And, well, this track, it's again closed up a little bit. The walls are very tight around here. That doesn't mean, just like Baku, it's not a track that...
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. As you can see, I'm ending my first qualifying lap now. Starting a new lap, coming into turn 1. Getting a little bit over the curb into turn now. Right now I'm P7 after my first quali run. Coming up to turn 3 and 4. And as you can see, it's a very hard qualifying because of the rain. But the race is going to be fully dry, so no rain in the race. How much do I have to improve for P1?
P1 is 21.0, so you need to improve 1 second.
As you can hear, I have to improve for 1 second to get the P1, and I'm all the way up 9/10. So looking good so far. Coming up to the hairpin. Actually setting purple sector 2. 1.2 seconds up on my time. Going down on the main straight. And we're coming into the last 2 corners. The most difficult corners on the track.
P1.
And as I'm setting, it's going to be
Let's go,
P1.
dude.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, P1.
let's head back in. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head back in.
Good so far. Good so
P1
far.
with half a second gap behind you.
Yeah. I'm having P1 right now with half a second to the guy behind. But
Coming in.
I'm coming on my last lap
Starting lap again.
now. I'm P11 right now, so we have to improve again. You can see this one is validated, which actually was a good lap. But we're starting my last quali run here, coming into turn 1. Going over the curb. Having actually a really good exit here, gaining 3/10 on my last quali run. The track is evolution, right? There's so much track evolution right now because the rain is a little bit lighter now than they were before I was out. Getting a little bit oversteer into that corner. Good exit there. 1 second up on my time. Actually setting purple sector 2 again. There's a yellow flag here, a Ferrari spawn. And he's actually going in front of me. I'm hitting him on his front wing. I'm not getting damage on anyway, but I'm losing 4/10.
Alfie blocked me.
Yeah, David Elfie blocked me because he spun. Coming into the last 2 corners of my last quali run.
That's penalty fine for him.
Yeah, as you can hear, he's going.
Plus 5 grid penalty for him.
Yeah, I'm P7 right now, not the lap I wanted.
Obviously penalty fine.
And I'm actually going to end on P16 in this qualifying.
Right in front of me.
Not the rest we wanted. We wanted to be in that top 10.
I wanna watch
Because
the stream.
it's not good to start off top 10 also
Can
when
focus
it's
on the
raining
already.
because yeah, we can't do anything because everyone had the free tire choice. So we're not getting any other chances than the drivers in front.
Why isn't he fucking kicked for this league anymore? And yet, why isn't he fucking banned? He literally trying to take Asia out.
Yeah.
On Monaco, man.
Yeah. Just focus on the race right now. Let's focus on the race.
Yeah. So medium, soft. Is the strategy.
As you can hear, we're going to
Medium,
tell some
soft,
strategy
yes.
now.
Medium, soft. Safety car lap 1. Stay out.
I can't make medium, soft.
You
Oh.
can't?
No, it won't.
I can't do the medium
Did you
soft
pick
because I
softer or
picked
balanced?
softer.
Softer.
That's a little
Okay, then
that's bad for me.
then soft, medium, soft. I think.
So I'm actually starting on the soft tire, and me and Gian, the Haas driver, is the only one that's going to start on the soft on the whole grid. So I'm going to have an advantage at the start of the race, but in the middle of the race, I'm going to
Try
be
to gain as much places on start,
slower than the cars in front
do be careful.
around me.
People around me starting on mediums.
As you can see,
Yeah.
Starting on?
Everyone is starting mediums except for Scars, Gian, and me and Sam.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear.
Someone is also on hards.
Medium, soft is only possible on balance.
Yeah,
Hards are really slow.
Yeah.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
So let's head over to going on formation lap now to warm our towers up.
P1 to P7
So
is
let's
medium,
head over
P8
to the
and
start of
9
the
is
race.
soft, P10 and 11 medium, P12 is on hard,
And then I have Darien on
We're on the
Mullins.
grid now. Crampy ahead of us. There in Alfie right to the left. And Sam behind us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Getting a slightly better start than the medium runners. But there's a lot of chaos in front of me, so I'm just backing out of all this chaos. Going on the outside. Fight for D and Crampy is fighting a little bit. We're having Damien Alfie right to us left. We have a crash into turn 3. Getting a
watch out
good
for a crash on
start.
the right.
I'm 3 positions up right now. Doing the dive bomb and fight for D because he's on hard, so he's not going to gain a position on me. Or we're going to go for the overtake on Crampy here at the start. Going for the
Make
dive
sure
bomb
you get
into
that
turn
for
8
warning.
and 9. We're getting the overtake, a very beautiful overtake from me. Already up in P11, 5 position gained on 1 lap. This is a really good really good start.
Good start.
You're not going to use any ears here.
Lucha right in front of me.
My teammate in front of me, he's actually reserved for relax this week. So 5 position up in 1 lap.
His lamp is flashing, Lucha.
Yeah, his lamp is always flashing because he used too much ES this lap.
Already flashing?
Yeah, because he has used too much ES in a lap.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to go for the overtake here, tapping Lucha a little bit, and he's going wide because I tapped him. But I'm going to overtake him, and it's a little bit dirty overtake, the same overtake
Sorry,
as I did
Lucha.
in Baku
my
on
God.
Swifty. I have to
I tapped Lucha.
I have to get in the DS of Max O'Connor,
Breaking.
or else I'm going to lose positions. We're
Yes,
having a
yeah.
safety car and already on lap 2.
Okay.
We have to pit lap.
Darien Alfie retired.
Yeah,
have
they're
to
in
pit
Alfie
lap.
out of the race. We were,
Crash.
jumping on to
Safety
lap
car.
11, where we're getting one more safety car.
Yeah, we pit.
Box for mediums. Change
Yeah.
wing.
We're boxing this
This
lap.
is actually good.
This is really good.
This is actually really good for us because
You-
we will pit on a lap, around lap
make
12
sure
and
it's
13. And
No, I don't think so.
right now we changed our strategy to a soft-medium
No, this-
strategy.
medium soft then. Medium soft then.
I don't know about the wing. Because
And
going
I'm
to
also having
positions.
ring damage, as you didn't see before,
Yeah, but
because I
it's
cut
needed
it
there,
out
right?
because it would take too
Yeah,
long.
sure.
Having a light green,
Why isn't he going
yellow.
faster, Max? Max O'Connor.
I'm a little bit frustrated about Mexico not going faster. We're going into the pit here, going on the
Maybe he's
mediums
not pitting.
and fixing our
He's on 10 old.
our
lap
wing
mediums,
because we got some
so I don't
damage.
know why he's doing that.
I don't know. Lucha left the session.
Luke out of the race, my teammate. So we have it at pick
Hard
box for
wing,
ourselves.
Pitted to hards. Is there no pit crew?
I'm getting held up by Wavy.
Got held up. On P16.
I'm P16, right where I started the race.
This is going to be really, really hard.
But now I'm going to do 23 laps on mediums.
But maybe I can make it to the end.
Yeah,
That's our goal.
Yeah, you can hear our goal is to make it at the end on these tires and hope not to get any penalties. As people know, this is a track where it's so easy to get penalties. We're actually jumping over to
Was a little refresh
to lap
medium.
17.
I soft. And he braked earlier than I should.
Talking about incident I had before in the other race. Coming up to turn 4.
another penalty.
Going on the inside on Kaibachina into turn 4. Side by side. I'm getting a little bit oversteer. But I'm having the DRS now. Coming up to turn 6 and 7. Backing out of that.
Kai, 3-second time penalty.
Dive bombing it into the hairpin on the inside. And I'm getting the better traction out of the corner. And I'm also going to get the DRS because I was behind him
Nice move.
before the DRS detection zone. So I'm going to get the DRS here and on the start finish line because there's only one detection zone for that DRS.
Same.
So I'm up to 313 now. Jumping over to P12. Crash, and we're getting
Safety
one
car.
more safety car, the third safety car in the race.
Yep. This is good
Stay
for
out,
us.
stay out.
Copy,
Yeah,
copy,
we're
copy.
staying out. This is good
This
for
is fucking
me.
good for us.
This is good for me
This is
because
good.
then we can.
There's
They are
gonna be
not going to have that so much tire wear at the end as it was supposed to have.
I think everyone is going to pit.
And people are going to pit now and do the rest lap on softs because the softs can actually make it to the end here. But it is not worth it for me.
Everyone on soft is going to pit.
Yeah, that's 3 people.
But what about the medium runners?
There is 1, 2, 3 medium runners ahead of you.
Yeah, they have,
There's 2. They have 7-lap old tires, so same as you.
yeah, but they have to pit because they started.
As
on
you
the-
can hear, I'm having a talk with my racing engineer Rutanius, and I'm very grateful that he wants to help me with the strategies in the race because it can be a little bit hard to do the race
Yeah,
and do the
everyone
strategies at the same time when you're racing. So it's really good to have a racing engineer, and I will also recommend that to you guys. If you're racing in league races, have a racing engineer. It's so helpful, and I'm so thankful that Rutanius wanna help me. So thanks for that, Rutanius. I know you're listening to this video, so thank you. Coming on lap 21, the safety car coming in this lap. We on P2 right now, so it's actually good for us. But everyone behind us is on new softs, and Max O'Connor is starting the new safety car here. We just want to stay within his DRS the whole time, so we're not going to lose any positions. So that's our goal right now, to just stay behind Max O'Connor and keep Asia behind us. Right now, I think me and Asia is the only one in top 10 without a penalty, so that's actually really good for us.
Should be fighting Asia soon.
Crampy and Ashia should fight. It would be very good for us. Maybe we can make the gap. But Ashia is getting the very much better exit out of the corner because of the new soft tires. And I'm just letting him by. I'm not going to fight anything and get more tire wear. Losing the rear wind a little bit, but gaining up with some ES. So right now we're just going to stay with Ashia and hold Crampy behind. Jumping on to lap 25. And we're getting the fourth safety car in the race.
We can pit for soft. Helicopter, huge crash.
Huge crash, as you can hear my racing assist.
Oh. Fuck that.
No? Yeah, alright.
We're thinking about going in on the softs and doing 10 laps on soft, but it's not worth it. We're going to be like P15 when we're pitting.
And I can't warm them.
Yeah, safety car coming in this lap. We're on lap 27, so only 8 laps left. On 23% tire wear, I think so. And we not have to do the warm tires right now. Just waiting for Azir to... And Azir starting the race very early, and you can see Crampy is not coming with us. We're making the gap on Crampy. Crampy nearly out of the second. As you can see, I'm the only one in top 5 that's not having a time penalty. That's very good for us, but we can gain so many positions up because of the time penalties. Right now I'm just focusing to get out of the DS on Crampy. As you remember, I'm also fighting Crampy on Baku for the podium where I'm getting my screen freeze. So let's hope it's going better this time. It's a little bit crash behind, which is actually good for us because they're making the gap. You can see Kai Beccini up on 5th now, but there we have 3.5 seconds to him. Jumping on lap 30. Cranby, I can't hold Cranby out of the DS because he also got the new soft tires. I'm on 40% DS and Cranby as well, if I remember correctly. He's having the DRS now because the DRS has been labeled.
Tires are gonna die out in a little bit. They're 10 laps
So he's
old.
going on the inside. I'm just going to let him pass because I don't want to fight anyone. I just want to be in this train so I can.
Had to let him pass.
So I can.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
alright.
I
Don't
can
worry.
get the.
I can catch up
See
with
if-
him.
Yeah, I'm not having any penalties, so when they're having penalties, it's good for me. You can see Fight for D right behind me. He's having 14 seconds time penalty. He's also having the DS now. And he's having the more years than me because I'm spamming. Because I have to hold him behind for a few laps. I'm also letting him pass because he's also having the 14 seconds of time seconds penalty. So we're going to gain that on him. Having
Just as
Cavicini
close to him as
going into
possible.
turn 1 here. Getting a little tap from Cavicini because I turned a little bit in on him. That was my fault. Sorry for that. We're coming on lap 33 here. Having Kai right behind us. I'm not having the DS on this lap, so he's going to overtake me. But he's also having the 6 seconds time penalty. Letting him pass then the same as Cranby and Fight for D. Trying to not get any penalties in this race. Jumping over to lap 34, where we have a huge sign right behind us, but we still having Cappuccini right in front of us. He can't break the DS on me. Starting last lap 35 now. Going to corner turn 3 and 4. And right now you can see Fight for D and Cappuccini both having penalties. So right now I'm P3. But Cranby only having 3 seconds time penalty, so we can't come P2 right now because he's too far ahead. Still having the DS on Kai, so that's actually very good for us because then we can stay in the DS and we're not going to lose so many seconds on him. Coming into the hairpin, getting a good exit out of the hairpin, getting a little bit of wheel spin, but we still having the DS and we're on last lap. I don't want to say anything from here, just listen to the video. And then you
What
can see
a
my happiness
fucking
now.
race, man! What a fucking race! Let's go!
Where are you? Delayed.
P3!
Let's go! Let's go, dude! You're fucking awesome! Let's go!
What a fucking race!
Oh my god! Oh yes! Let's go, dude. Let's go. P16
Oh
to
my!
P3.
Let's
You
go.
are a fucking legend.
Let's go!
Oh my god.
As you can hear, P16 to P3. I think it's one of my best
Oh my
wrestles
god.
so far in
Driver
this
of
game.
the day for you.
As you can see, we're getting
Holy
P3.
crap.
Like, how did we get P3? No
That
penalties.
was
Easy way.
insane.
Come on. And drive after them.
Let's go!
They Jones. Let's
Holy
go.
shit. Well,
What a
I
strategy,
will
man.
see you in the interview waiting room, my friend.
Yeah, what
Yeah, as you
man.
can hear, I'm going to the interviews as the
I'll,
same as in
hear you in
Vietnam.
the broadcast then.
Yeah!
Let's go.
So
I'm
we're
the only
going
one
to
that
head
are
out to the interviews.
Yes, you're
So this is going to be
fucking
from the
good, man.
commentator box.
So
I hope you
strong.
will enjoy the interviews.
Oh, well done, man.
Yeah.
You get it.
Joining us for an interview, the third place finisher for this one. A very, very, very good drive, all things said and considered, in a very dynamic race. Everyone, welcome, please. Jones, congratulations on the third place finish here for Racing Point. Talk us through this race.
Ooh, I don't know what to say right now. I had some problems in the qualifying with Darian Elfie, and I started P16. And I was thinking about starting on mediums, but I was like, we'll do some different, and I started on soft and was P11 after lap 1. And then we found out there was so many safety car that I could actually do a soft medium. And I was the only one that not going to get a penalty because I don't know what people does, but they have so many penalties, and I didn't have any penalties.
Well, it was a great race. There was a lot of safety car drama in that one. We had 4 full safety cars, if I'm not mistaken, at very, very different points in that race, really shuffling things. What a drive from you to come from 16th to 3rd. So congratulations, Jones. How are you and the Racing Points looking ahead for round 10?
France is actually one of my best tracks. I think I can do in the 26s. So I'm looking forward for France.
So,
I think
so we might see you again next week here.
I hope so. I won't jinx anything.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jones.
As you can hear, we're heading out of the commentator box. I'm getting P3 and I'm the only one not getting a penalty. And thanks for everyone for listening to this video. See you next week.